The Environmental Protection Agency has formally proposed revoking the Obama-era scientific determination that greenhouse gases are a danger to public health and welfare because they cause global warming. The endangerment finding is the basis of a 2009 rule that allows the Environmental Protection Agency to regulate greenhouse gas emissions from cars, power plants, and other sources under the authority of the Clean Air Act. It's been one of the most important legal underpinnings in the federal effort to combat climate change. Michael Mann, you are a well-known, world-renowned climate scientist, now distinguished professor at University of Pennsylvania. Can you talk about the implications of this? Can you talk about what rescinding this so-called endangerment finding will mean globally?
Yeah, it's good to be with you, Amy. It's worth noting at the very beginning of George W. Bush's first term, in 2000, his own EPA administrator, Republican EPA administrator Christine Todd Whitman, declared that CO2 is a pollutant that should be regulated under the Clean Air Act. And it was only later, when they got rid of Christine Todd Whitman, that they went down this road that takes us to where we are now. And so this wasn't always such a partisan political issue, but today it obviously is. And, you know, what we're talking about can be measured in human lives. As you allude to, those floods in Texas, these extreme weather events that we have been enduring here in the United States summer after summer, the heat waves, the wildfires, the floods, the superstorms. The science is very clear here. Human-caused warming has amplified these events. It's made them more intense, it's made them more destructive, and it's made them more deadly. And it's made them far more unhealthy. And so this really is, you know, a demonstration. What we're seeing play out, these extreme weather events, are a demonstration that carbon emissions do pose a danger to our health and, in fact, to the health of the planet. And so what rescinding the endangerment finding does is take away from the federal government the main lever arm we have, the main tool we have to reduce carbon emissions and to meet our obligations to the rest of the world under the commitments that we have made. And when the United States fails to lead, it leaves a vacuum, and it leads other nations to sort of ease off in their own efforts. And so what the United States is doing here, what this administration is doing, is a danger to the entire planet, and it has to be viewed that way.
Can you talk more about the EPA announcing, Michael Mann, that it'll eliminate its scientific research arm and begin firing hundreds of chemists, biologists, toxicologists, and other scientists, what this means?
Yeah, no, it's already been doing that. They've already been eliminating large segments of the National Oceanographic and Atmospheric Administration, scientists who study our atmosphere, our oceans, our climate, and every government agency. They're doing this right now. They've actually defunded the Mauna Loa laboratory, the laboratory where we have been measuring CO2 concentrations for half a century. Which demonstrate the sort of inexorable increase in carbon dioxide concentrations, the famous Keeling curve that many of your viewers will have seen. And so it's literally as if they think that if they stop measuring the state of our climate, our atmosphere, our oceans, if they stop measuring it, it will somehow go away. It's pernicious, it's dangerous, and you know, we were a country that was founded on science. The progress that we've made, the economy we've built, the infrastructure we've created was because we embraced science. And now these latest actions by the administration betray that legacy.
On Tuesday, the Department of Energy also released a new report that challenges the scientific consensus on the climate impacts of greenhouse gas emissions and provides, quote, a critical assessment of the conventional narrative on climate change, unquote.
Yeah, it's, again, you know, the irony, and David laid it out there. This is what we call projection, right? The very things that they are accusing scientists and others of are the things that they are doing. What's Orwellian here is them claiming they're doing this for the good of our economy, when, of course, these extreme weather events that have been amplified by climate change are devastating our economy, are devastating agriculture. These wildfires and floods represent a near and present danger to us, and the cost of inaction, of not preventing further damage, it far outpaces any reasonable estimate of the cost of taking action, of the investment in clean energy that can help create a thriving economy and protect us from the ravages of ongoing climate change.
Of course, we'll continue to follow this story. Thanks for watching Democracy Now! On YouTube. Subscribe to the channel and turn on notifications to make sure you never miss a video.